that gets me over to the anatomic pathology structure report, and anatomic pathology is in the wheelhouse of Raj. So Raj, take it away.
Thank you, Riki. It's great to hear about the trial implementation of the LCC, because finally pathologists' interaction with their clinical colleagues and the value they provide are going to be systematically documented by those vendors that adopt that profile. So it's I'm very much looking forward to having vendors adopt the LCC or aspects of it, given the ability to take something that's very manual today, largely based in phone calls, and not documented into something that's systematically documented by our electronic health record systems. That's fantastic. And another area now that I'm going to talk about is a generalized template for anatomic pathology structured reporting, and this has been a challenge throughout the world because of the vast breadth and depth of detail required in anatomic pathology reporting across various disease sites and organ types. This profile is a very elegant solution to create a template for interoperability at a somewhat higher level, where you see these various segments of an anatomic pathology report defined, and the content within them can be further structured in a hierarchical manner. It encompasses free text, it encompasses some discrete data, but basically provides vendors with a mechanism leveraging clinical document architecture to, at the underlying base standard in this profile to create a level of interoperability among reports that would otherwise be entirely not shareable, or would have so much detail that would require a lot of support and effort to maintain over time. So I think this is coming in just at the right level. I think it's very complementary to other solutions that are out there today, and provides a great deal of value. There is a tool that IHE uses for creating this type of tooling. It's Art Decor, and has conformance files and generates some XML. And you can see the underlying standards that are incorporated as part of APSR 2.0. Next slide. So this is a view of the tooling that's used to define the structure and the build for APSR 2.0. And I'm certainly not an expert in here, but it's very, I think, nice to see the level of software development to support the new frameworks that are being developed within IHE, and this is a freely downloadable system for developing content within the APSR, and I welcome those that wish to get involved to reach out, and we'll have some links at the end. So next slide. And here is the link to be able to learn more about the APSR 2.0, the various actors and transactions, and how to get involved. Next slide. And now I'm going to switch to another profile that's been under active development for transfusion medicine administration. Next slide. One must recognize that there is a slew of different use cases that are necessary in order to support the entire transfusion medicine process. And so the first in the family of these profiles is one for tracking adverse events during transfusion administration, and that's what you see there highlighted in the green circle, where there's, there may be a patient matching verification step. And if you do a little click, I think we'll see an orange circle that indicates possible future expansion of this profile to those steps, workflow steps of assigning units and collecting units. But for the time being, the profile is focused on that very last step of tracking the adverse events that occur during a transfusion administration. Next slide. And we would love to have you involved in this, either specifically in the profile that's been published for comment, or in your ideas for priorities for expansion of the work that's been done here. There's a link here that you can directly click on. Any stakeholders that are interested in participating in Connect-a-thons, I think this is a tremendous step forward for creating an interoperable level of interaction for vendors to support adverse event reporting relative to transfusion medicine. If there's interested parties, please reach out.